repeated histories and the consequences of our own actions and response, and how our behaviors are rewarded versus discouraged, right? I understand what I'm hearing a lot from people on the right is it sounds to me like patterns of long exposure to abusive behavior from other people, especially from an early age. What we know about a lot of people on the right, they're raised in very authoritarian homes. That's not only true for people on the right. That happens for people on the left and on the center too. But it sticks for some people. And if you're getting this stuff during critical periods of development, you can get certain long-term patterns of behavior as a result. So that's my perspective. Like, from what I see patterns that likely come from being abused. And that limits the formation of your ability to develop certain socially important, socially significant behaviors, certain cognitive abilities that are really important. More importantly, developing empathy. Like, developing empathy is pretty critical in terms of like your ability to relate to other people, relate to the world around you. And it can certainly result in styles of communication that are going to be a problem. And it shapes your understanding of the world around you. So, like, I say all that to say this. I know many people out there have struggled for a really long time and ended up where they are because of learning histories that are not conducive to other behaviors that might be more beneficial for them and for the people around them. It's not that those things can't change. It's harder to change them. And it's worse when there's like reinforcing mechanisms. Like things like it hurts my heart when I hear pastors at some of these churches preach hate. That's not a good lesson. I don't like it when I see a lot of these podcasters and these people in media spaces that millions of people are exposed to. They're preaching hate, preaching ignorance, preaching fear. Those are fucking with your brain. Long-term exposure to these things leads to some pretty fucking nasty outcomes. So to some extent, I'm not that surprised by a lot of things that I'm seeing today. I've seen the patterns developing. The more I've seen them, the more I get worried. And I say that as someone who, I grew up in a home that was pretty fucking abusive. There was psychological abuse, some abuse I don't want to talk about that much, physical abuse. And I can tell you that while I was young coming up, it was not easy for me because of the effects of abuse. And that has an impact on how people treat you. Like, people that have been abused are like kind of shrink into themselves. Some might develop some like more aggressive behavior. There's a whole bunch of different stuff there. But the short version is, it's not really that adaptive. It's not a great way to develop like normal relationships